The AOC Q27G3XMN is one of the best budget HDR monitors on the market, but is it too good to be true? I've put this beast through its paces, and let me tell you, it's got some tricks up its sleeve that might just blow your mind. Whether you're a hardcore gamer or a casual user looking to upgrade, you'll want to stick around. I'm about to reveal why this monitor could be a game changer for your setup, and trust me, the price tag isn't the only surprise. Let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about what makes the AOC Q27G3XMN stand out in the crowded 27-inch 1440p monitor market. This segment has been lacking in decent support for HDR gaming and movies, with many monitors claiming HDR capabilities but falling short in actual performance. The Q27G3XMN, however, steps up to the plate with some serious hardware. At the heart of this monitor is a 336-zone mini LED backlight. This isn't run-of-the-mill HDR 400 certification that offers little more than the ability to accept an HDR signal. Nope, the Q27G3XMN boasts a VESA Display HDR 1000 certification. That means it can hit peak brightness levels of over 1000 nits, delivering a truly impressive HDR experience. But what does this mean for you, the user? It means deeper blacks, brighter whites, and a more dynamic range of colors that can make games and movies pop like never before. Now let's break down some of the key specs that make this monitor a contender in the market. 1. 27-inch screen size with a flat format. 2. 2560 by 1440 resolution, that's 1440p for those keeping score. 3. VA technology panel. 4. 180Hz refresh rate with adaptive sync for variable refresh rate, including AMD FreeSync Premium Pro certification. 5. 4000:1 contrast ratio. 6. 336-zone mini LED backlight. 7. VESA Display HDR 1000 certification. 8. 1 DisplayPort 1.4 and 2 HDMI 2.0 video connections. 9. Fully adjustable stand with tilt, height, swivel, and rotate. That's a lot of numbers and specs, but what does it all mean for your viewing experience? Let's break it down further. The 27-inch screen size hits a sweet spot for many users. It's large enough to provide an immersive experience without dominating your desk space. The flat format is a departure from the curved screens we've seen in many gaming monitors, but it's a choice that works well here, especially if you're using this monitor for both work and play. The 2560 by 1440 resolution, or 1440p, offers a significant step up from 1080p without the hefty performance requirements of 4K. This means you can enjoy crisp, detailed visuals without needing a top-of-the-line graphics card to run your games smoothly. The VA panel technology is known for its high contrast ratios, and the Q27G3XMN doesn't disappoint with a 4000:1 spec. This contributes to those deep blacks we mentioned earlier, making dark scenes in games and movies look rich and detailed. Gamers will appreciate the 180Hz refresh rate, which provides smooth motion and reduces screen tearing. The adaptive sync technology with AMD FreeSync Premium Pro certification ensures that your games run without stuttering or screen tearing, even in graphically intense moments. But let's circle back to that mini LED backlight because it's truly the star of the show here. With 336 zones, this monitor can achieve precise local dimming, allowing for those high contrast ratios and peak brightness levels that make HDR content shine. It's not quite at the level of OLED in terms of per-pixel lighting control, but it's a significant step up from traditional LED backlights. Speaking of brightness, the VESA Display HDR 1000 certification means this monitor can hit those eye-popping 1000 nit peak brightness levels. This isn't just about hurting your eyes though, it's about providing the range of brightness needed to make HDR content look as the creators intended. From the darkest shadows to the brightest highlights, the Q27G3XMN has the range to display it all. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but surely a monitor with these specs must cost a fortune. And that's where the Q27G3XMN really shines. AOC has managed to pack all of this technology into a monitor that's priced competitively in the market. We can't give specific prices here, but for the best deals, make sure to check out the links in the description below. You might be pleasantly surprised at how affordable high-end HDR performance has become. Let's talk about the design and build quality of the Q27G3XMN. The monitor comes in a black finish with some red highlight sections along the bottom edge of the lower bezel and inside the cable-tidy hole of the stand. It's not an overly gamer aesthetic, which many users will appreciate. The design is fairly simple and understated, allowing it to fit into a variety of setups without drawing too much attention to itself. The stand deserves some attention here. It's fully adjustable, allowing for tilt, height, swivel, and rotate adjustments. This level of ergonomic flexibility is crucial for maintaining comfort during long gaming sessions or workdays. The stand also features a quick release mechanism, and the monitor is compatible with 100mm VESA mounts if you prefer a different mounting solution. One area where the Q27G3XMN shows its budget-conscious design is in the connection options. You get one DisplayPort 1.4 and two HDMI 2.0 ports for video, along with an audio output. Notably absent are HDMI 2.1, USB Type-C, and even standard USB data ports. This might be a deal-breaker for some users, especially those looking to use this as a one-cable solution for their laptops. However, for many gamers and general users, the provided connections will be sufficient. Now let's talk about performance. After all, specs and features are great, but how does the Q27G3XMN actually perform in real-world use? For SDR content, the Q27G3XMN delivers solid performance. The VA panel provides excellent contrast, making blacks look deep and inky. Color accuracy out of the box is good, though not exceptional. However, with some calibration, you can achieve very good color performance for both sRGB and wide gamut content. The 180Hz refresh rate delivers smooth motion in fast-paced games, and the adaptive sync technology works well to eliminate screen tearing. Input lag is low, making this a great choice for competitive gamers who need every millisecond of advantage they can get. But it's in HDR mode where the Q27G3XMN really shines. The mini LED backlight allows for impressive local dimming, creating bright highlights that really pop against dark backgrounds. The 1000 nit peak brightness is genuinely impressive, allowing HDR content to look vibrant and impactful. There is some blooming visible in certain high-contrast scenes where you might notice a halo effect around bright objects on dark backgrounds. This is a common issue with local dimming backlights and is less noticeable than on many other monitors in this price range. It's a trade-off for the impressive HDR performance, and most users will find it to be an acceptable compromise. Gaming in HDR is where this monitor really comes into its own. Games that support HDR look fantastic, with improved contrast and more realistic lighting. The ability to display both very dark and very bright areas in the same scene adds a level of realism and immersion that's hard to go back from once you've experienced it. For content creators, the Q27G3XMN offers a good balance of color accuracy and HDR capabilities. While it may not be accurate enough out of the box for professional color grading, with proper calibration, it can serve as a capable monitor for content creation, especially for those working with HDR video. One area where the Q27G3XMN might struggle is in very bright rooms. While the peak brightness is impressive, the anti-glare coating on the screen isn't the most effective. In a room with lots of windows or bright overhead lighting, you might notice some reflections on the screen. As we approach the end of our review, it's worth mentioning again that for the best prices on the AOC Q27G3XMN, you'll want to check out the links in the description below. Prices can fluctuate, and you might find some great deals if you keep an eye out. So what's the verdict on the AOC Q27G3XMN? Is it the budget HDR champion we've been waiting for? In many ways, yes. This monitor offers HDR performance that was previously only available at much higher price points. The mini LED backlight and 1000 nit peak brightness deliver a true HDR experience that can transform your gaming and movie watching. The 180Hz refresh rate and adaptive sync technology make it a solid choice for competitive gamers as well. However, it's not without its compromises. The limited port selection might be an issue for some users, and the OSD controls could definitely use some improvement. The anti-glare coating could be better, and there is some blooming visual in certain HDR scenes. But when you consider the price point, these compromises become much easier to accept. The AOC Q27G3XMN offers a level of HDR performance that was previously out of reach for many users, and it does so at a price that's surprisingly affordable. For gamers looking to step up their visual experience without breaking the bank, the Q27G3XMN is an excellent choice. It's also a solid option for anyone who wants to enjoy HDR movies and TV shows on their PC. Content creators on a budget will find a lot to like here as well, especially if they're starting to work with HDR content. While it may not be suitable for professional color grading without calibration, it offers a good entry point into the world of HDR content creation. In conclusion, the AOC Q27G3XMN represents a significant step forward in bringing high-end HDR performance to a more accessible price point. It's not perfect, but it offers exceptional value for money, delivering features and performance that were previously only available in much more expensive monitors. If you're in the market for a new monitor and HDR performance is high on your priority list, the AOC Q27G3XMN deserves serious consideration. It's a monitor that punches above its weight class, offering a glimpse into the future of display technology at a price that won't make your wallet weep. Remember, for the best deals on the AOC Q27G3XMN, check out those links in the description. Whether you're a gamer, a movie buff, or a content creator, this monitor has something to offer. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech reviews and insights. Until next time, happy gaming!